Welcome back, lovely loves. I think I'm finally getting the lighting down right. I don't know. We've really been working on it. But today I'm talking about mantras. If you're unfamiliar with mantras, think of it like an affirmation. They're very, very similar. And I am a firm believer in the careful use of mantras to lock in not only your identity, right? The person that you are, the person you're stepping into, the mountain person for this year. But I also have recognized how they can be used to bring you back to your power in points where you feel like you're out of control or things aren't going your way, or you're starting to doubt, or you're starting to have fear, or you're starting to question whether you're on the right path. They can really anchor you back into your sense of being and your sense of power within yourself. And so I'm going to share with you in a little bit my mantra that I've had for 10 plus years that really feels potent and powerful to me, and tell you a little backstory about how it came about. So, about 10, 11 years ago, I remember that I was a newly single mom. And what I mean by that is I had left my son's father when he was about 7 months old. So I ventured out and became a single mom at that point. I made that choice from a place of power, of knowing that it was the right thing to distance myself from his father at that point. And even though I could recognize that it was the right decision, being a single mom when you have a baby or a 1 year old or a toddler is really, really challenging. It is not for it's not for the weak. I give so much credit to single moms of one, two, three kids. Like it's insane what women are capable of. But I had moved in with this woman who was just, she became a second mom to my son, and I really cherished the space and the place that we had together. And I was starting to get into a space of healing, of going to therapy, of being able to pull myself kind of out of a little bit of a depression after and find my way back. And I remember that New Year's. I remember her and I had been in one house and we moved into this new house. And I remember waking up and I had been doing a lot of reading, a lot of seeking, a lot of trying to understand. As you know, I'm a personal development lover. So I've been doing this work for a really long time. And I had gotten on to, we'll call it like an affirmations or a mantra train, where they kept being presented to me. I kept reading different texts or watching different videos, and there would be a mantra, an affirmation. And I remember having this little card of all these affirmations. And I remember just sitting in my room, it was New Year's Day, and just writing things down, writing my intentions for the year, writing what affirmations I really wanted to lock in and be able to hold on to keep moving forward, to keep learning, to keep growing, to move through this huge life change that I had just gone through. And there was one mantra that really stuck with me. And I can't tell you exactly where it's from because I'm not sure, but I've said it to myself thousands of times, and it's I trust the process. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. Everything I need to know will be revealed to me, and everything I need comes to me in divine right order. I'm going to say it one more time. I trust the process of life to bring me my highest good. Everything I need to know will be revealed to me, and everything I need comes to me in divine right order. There would be times that I felt so out of control, that I felt like I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know how to move forward. They were, shortly after this point is when I opened my first business. I opened my bakery when my son was just a little bit over, oh, my phone's going, just a little bit over 1 years old. So it was in that year that I had just opened the bakery. A leap of faith, because I was a pastry chef, but I didn't know how to run a business at that point. And I really needed something that continued to bring me back to many things, to the fact that it is all happening in divine right order, that everything I need to know will be revealed to me, and that life is supporting me. The process of life is supporting me in my highest good. And I still fully believe that to this day. There's been ups, there's been downs, there's been so many things that have happened between me first picking this mantra as my own and getting to this place today, talking to you about it. I've talked on my podcast about it, I've talked other places about it, because it is something that really anchors me in. And so I always encourage people to not use affirmations or mantras. As my old mentor used to say, that affirmations are like putting lipstick on a pig. That they're just, affirmations can be something that are just said superfluously. And while to one degree, I do agree with her, I do agree that it can be like lipstick on a pig, because we're just saying things, right? There's the two, as you know, there's the two levels energetically. There's the one level of, I'm saying an affirmation or mantra and I don't really believe it. It's that lipstick on a pig affirmation. It's the, I'm saying this because I really want to believe it, but I don't believe it. And so there is no actual resonance in your body. It's like trying to push yourself into an identity that doesn't seem real to you. It's that difference between the trying and being energy, the recognizing that something is for you because it's from your being, it's from your soul, it's part of your I am, right? Everything about the mantra affirmation doesn't have to be 100% true in your 3D reality right now, but there has to be a resonance within you. A lot of times people are encouraged to write down, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. But they write things that in no way, shape, or form can ever feel true for them. There's no segue, there's no between steps, right? It's just like writing down, I'm a billionaire, but not believing that that's possible for you. But you think if you just keep writing it down over and over again, then magically you're going to become, because you're going to start to think you are. For me, the space between that and things you can tell yourself right now have to have some truthful resonance, right? If the end goal for you was to be a millionaire, and right now you could say that till you're blue in the face and not believe it whatsoever, then maybe the affirmation or mantra for you in the moment can be something to the effect of, I see abundance all around me. I feel wealthy. Like something that has a seed of truth for you in affirmations. Finding a mantra that resonates deep with you, right? So affirmations in my mind are the things that, like I'm abundant. I can see wealth all around me. These sort of things where these are little like I am statements that affirm your identity, that affirm the things that you are growing into, that affirm the expansion of the container. And then a mantra is something that gets to be so personal for you. It can be this mantra that I've offered to you because it's a powerful one, but it's one that gets to be your statement, your piece, your anchor. It's when you start to waffle, it's when you start to question, it's when you start to not believe in yourself, which we all do. Even if we accomplish the thing that we set out to accomplish, it's like saying if someone wanted to be a millionaire and they became a millionaire, that they would never ever doubt that they could lose their money, or that their investment's not going to work out, or that the business that they started isn't going to do well. Like there's always fear because we are human. We can't be devoid of all fear or disbelief or questioning. But we get to find something that for us anchors us back into the truth of our being. It anchors us back into that deep resonance with oneself. And so I'm going to kind of leave this piece here for today. I want to talk about the energetics of certainty beyond logic as well, because it all kind of ties together. But I know that I give you a lot of information, and I've given a lot of information in the last 16 days. And I also want to give space for you to think about what resonates with you as a mantra, or if you already have one, if it really still resonates with you. Just because I've had this mantra for 10, 11 years doesn't mean, at some point that something else might make more sense for me. But for now, this is something that it feels, it felt true when I first found it. And I've said it to myself so many times, and I've collected little pieces of evidence, right? Belief gets locked in when we see. We often have to see to believe, right? We see the pieces of evidence that we lock in the belief around. And then there's faith, which is the unseen. And both can feel resonant. You can have faith and you can have belief. Like you can have faith and then have belief. You can stay in faith, you can stay in belief. And either one or both can feel resonant with you. So when I first started locking in this for myself, I was probably much more in a place of faith with little belief. But it felt true to me. It felt like this is for me. And over all of these years, I have seen time after time after time after time in which the divine has shown me this as true. There's been times I didn't know how I was going to pay those bills, or how I was going to get food on the table, or how I was going to be able to do that presentation, or how I was going to be able to make the business work, or how I was going to be able to continue to show up in the way that I want to show up, or how I was going to heal from something, right? All of these things, but I kept being shown over and over and over again. So my mantra became faith to belief, but underneath all of it was always something that was resonant with me in my soul. And it's the same thing if you choose to engage with affirmations, the I am statements. The I am statements have to feel in some way true to you. And the I ams from much earlier videos, your being is connected to your soul, to your center, to the truth of who you are, which is connected to the I am. So if you are actually listening to yourself, then the I ams will always have truth. It's when we start chasing things that we don't actually know are for us, but we think will solve our problem, or we think will make us feel better. So we glom on to some sort of idea. This is where you get someone who's gone to university for 8 years to get a PhD, and then they realize that they don't actually want to do anything with their law degree that they just got. Because it became a symbol for them. It became the answer to the problem. It became the thing that they thought was going to make them feel better. And at the end of it, they got the degree and they didn't feel any better. It didn't actually make sense for them. Because we can sometimes chase something for so long. So long. But it's not even for us. We just are attached to the feeling we think that we are going to have at the end of it. So I said 5 minutes ago I was going to leave that, but I like to talk. So I'm going to actually leave it here and introduce certainty beyond logic tomorrow. But if anything has come up for you, or there's a mantra you want to share, or an affirmation that you feel coming forth from this conversation, or even if you want me to give examples of what some of these things could be, not necessarily the affirmations in terms of, I mean, I kind of give examples of affirmations, but I've given some mantra examples. Just let me know. And as a reminder, I have my one-on-one coaching session at a discounted price until the 19th. It's a third of what it normally is because I want to get as many people into a conversation about the year of being, about what's coming up for them, about things they're thinking. And so if that resonates with you, if it's something that you're interested in, get in before the 19th, before the price goes up. You obviously can get in after that at any point, but this is an opportunity, and I really wanted to give some sort of give back or gift in terms of that. So I hope you all have a beautiful evening. Much love.